What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once. Big shout out to my doggy Lee D 1981 for coming through and boosting up the coins. So we got some breaking news right now regarding Mike Tyson. Now, you've probably seen one of the things, which is his post-fight interview, but we got a leak as well. He's broken his silence on his Twitter. So we're going to get to both of them now and cover both of the post-fight reactions. Here we go. Here's the first one.
Were you dealing with an injury going into the fight?
Yeah, but I can't use that for an excuse, because if I did, I wouldn't be in here.
The broadcast team was debating what you were doing with your glove. Was it a mouthpiece issue, or were you just biting on your glove? What was that? Could you tell us?
Oh, I have a habit of biting my gloves when I fight, yes.
Why do you do that?
I have a biting fixation.
I've heard about that. I don't want to know more. What does your gut say right now? Is this possibly the last time for you?
I don't think so.
You've got more in you. Who comes to mind?
Well, I don't know. Maybe his brother.
You want to fight Logan? Logan, I think he said you might be next.
I'll kill you, Mike.
No, please, no.
It's on then.
Just don't step on his toes. It's all forgiven between you two, because yesterday it got pretty personal and he...
So, I mean, Mike said it's not over for him. Listen, I wouldn't mind. It's probably not advisable, but I wouldn't mind if Mike wants to run it with someone like Lennox Lewis. We'd all watch that. But that's what he needs to do. I think Logan would punch his head in. From what I saw there, Logan's more spiteful than fake Paul. Logan ran out there with a 45-year-old Floyd and stuck it on him for a bit. And Jake Paul's scared to death. And Logan's got more twitch than fake Paul as well. I think Logan would probably do Mike some harm. So I don't want to watch that. And I think people around Mike need to be realistic here. Yeah, obviously, they're not realistic. Obviously, they're all bum lickers and bag chasers. It's quite shocking, really. Mike Tyson's head trainer, who came up under cuss. It's really dishonourable, to be quite frank. From what we saw there, it's dishonourable what they did. They've obviously gassed Mike up. We all saw the Netflix countdown documentaries. Oh, Mike's the best ever. That trainer shill, one of the trainer shills came out. Oh, I've never seen, there's 30-year-old. I work with loads of athletes. Some Marine type cat. Oh, light-skinned Marine type cat. Oh, I work with loads of athletes. But Mike, even at 58, is like, he's killing them all. That's the bum lickers. Yeah? The bum lickers. Full of bum lickers in that camp. And that dude who came up under cuss here, disgraceful. You knew what you were seeing in there. I don't know, but us haven't even been around boxing like that. That guy's been in Cuss's gym 50 years. The fuck? You telling me you didn't know his leg was shot? Bullshit. I mean, in the little clips we saw, there was evidence there he was a bit stiff. I thought he'd be able to do something in there. That's what I thought. But they must have seen the full stiffness, right? And instead, all we saw in the Netflix documentary, that corny Canadian mixed martial... I should have known then, to be fair. Mike Tyson had an assistant trainer who was a mixed martial arts dude. I'm thinking, that's not right. What would you bring a wrestling coach in for? And that guy was just like, amazing, Mike. I love it, Mike. That was amazing, Mike. Mike, oh, man. Just sucking him off. Do you know what I mean? Blowing his ego up. And he couldn't do nothing in there. Ultimately, folks, he's shot to bits. So Mike needs to stick to kind of like the small rings with Lennox Lewis or Roy Jones. If at all, really. No one's going to miss him if he don't come back. That's for sure. But don't get in there with no more young guns. Don't get in there with no more young guns. And I don't want to hear about, I was injured and whatever else. Because you bumped my coins, man. Yeah? When you was making videos saying, I'm a natural born killer. When you was sucking me in with the natural born killer, when you was sucking me in with it, I'm going straight through him. You weren't going straight through him. And yeah, people can argue, oh, he's 60. What did you expect? No. He signed up for a professional fight. He's a man like anyone else. It's like if I sign up for a professional fight and get in there and shit myself, don't do nothing. Don't matter that I'm 60 or never boxed before. That's what you sign up to do. And to some extent, it's even worse for Mike because he knows what he's doing. He's supposed to know what he's doing. He's supposed to know, I haven't got it no more. Oh, I'm 58, but I don't believe in age. Age is just a number. Well, it obviously wasn't, Mike. And the people around him and himself should know better. This is what got Mike into trouble in the past. A bunch of bum lickers around him, not telling him the truth, and that blew his head up. So it just seems like nothing's changed. Anyway, Mike also put a tweet out which is more encouraging. He said, this is one of those situations when you lost but still won. I'm grateful for last night. No regrets to get in the ring one last time. So it looks to me like it's coming to an end, which is good. He should do exhibitions with someone like Lennox Lewis or even Evander Holyfield. Let's see who's more shot. I'd like to think Evander's probably more shot after that Vitor Belfort, but something like that. That's the realm I want to see him in now. Now Mike says, I almost died in June, had 8 blood transfusions, lost half my blood and 25 pounds in hospital, and had to fight to get healthy to fight, so I won. So Mike's taken the spiritual victory. Oh, I nearly died in June and I came back. It's like, nah, man, that's wrong. That's wrong. And again, the people around Mike, you knew what you was doing. If a 60-year-old man almost dies on the operating table, he's got no business going in a boxing ring. And you can say, and maybe it's a fair criticism of myself. Why be? You knew he had abscesses. Yeah, we knew. Come on, man. I thought men or adults would have enough integrity to say, my legs ain't firing no more. My legs are shot. Yeah, I can't do what I think can't do what I think I can do. I can't do. You know what I'm saying? They must have known that. Mike must have known that, even more so after almost dying. Because really, at 60 years old, if you nearly die in June, getting in the ring in November is not a long time at all. That means you're starting from -10 kind of thing. To get to even a normal level of fitness, it's going to take you 4 or 5 months. So I'm pissed off that we got cucked, essentially. And this unfortunately does. You can talk about Jake Paul all you want, but it took Mike. Mike is what made this event big. Jake Paul can fight someone else, no one will care. It was Mike who made this event, and it was his responsibility to protect his legacy and almost the institution of the sport from Jake Paul, who's like a culture vulture / leech. And you gave him exactly what you wanted. Now I thought, the reason I was down with the fight was thinking that you had your legs underneath you. Because if Mike had his legs underneath him, we saw what happened in the first round. I don't know what that judge was watching. Mike won the first round for sure. And if Mike had any legs underneath him, he'd have won all the other rounds as well, because Fake Paul had no answers at all. He had no answers in that first round, but running in a massive ring. Anyway, he goes on here. To have my children see me stand toe-to-toe and finish 8 rounds with a talented fighter. He's not talented. I hate to break it to you, Mike. I know you feel like he's talented because he punched your head in. But in reality, you're just 70 years old in cocaine years. If you adjust Mike's age for his coca intake, and he ain't taking the regular schmegular coca either. He would have been having the Primo Escobar boat. Yeah, you know the lost packages that Escobar buried somewhere. He was getting that kind of pucker gear. That's what he was getting. He was getting the pucker, the 1010s. That's what he was on. So if you adjust his age, he might be 58 in worldly ages, but in coca ages, he's 70 plus minimum. Okay, and that's what his legs show. His legs weren't firing right. So Jake Paul's not talented just because he punched your head in. He ran, but there was points he did punch your head in and you couldn't do nothing. That's not because he was talented, that's because you're 70 years old and you should have known that. And the people around you should have known that. So take heed now and don't go in there with Logan, because Logan might not be as... We saw what Logan did with Dylan Dennis. He punched his head right in. Proper. Logan's got good speed as well, I've got to be honest. I'm not, you heard what Logan said, I'll proper fill you in. So, you don't want to do that, Mike. That would be really bad for your health, that will, I believe. And even if it's not bad for your health, even if Logan goes in there and doesn't do nothing, there's no way, I hate to say it, but there's no way Mike beats Logan, either, to tell the truth. There's no way. Logan's even taller and even longer, and I think his feet and his hands are even quicker. So it's like, if you can't get off on Fake Paul, what are you going to do with Logan? Nothing is what you're going to do. You're going to look silly in there. Because when Logan was wading in against Floyd Mayweather and sticking it on him, Floyd's 45. Now, Floyd didn't look out of control, but he was getting it put on him. He threw about 30 punches, I think Logan did. If Logan threw 30 punches on Mike, if Jake had followed up, if Jake had the balls to follow up, it would have been ugly for Mike. That's what I believe would happen. His legs were underneath him and whatever else. Mike's head movement was good, though. I give him credit for that. But this isn't about head. This game isn't called head movementing. Yeah, if the game was called head movementing, it'd have done very well, but it's not. It's boxing. The defense is one part of the game. You can't win off defense only. So he needs to fight old people or not at all. That is the bottom line. I was able to go 8 rounds with a talented fight. And these weren't the bars that he was saying before the fight. That's why I'm irritated. He wasn't saying, oh, if I can make it the distance, I'll be happy because I'm 60. He was saying, I'm a natural born killer. And they say, really, your mind doesn't change much. You may feel 25 years old when you're 60, but you're still 60 years old. And you have to have a frank discussion with yourself. My legs ain't moving like they used to. You have to be honest. You have to check your ego at the door. My legs ain't what they used to be. And really, anyone above 50, that's the going rate right now. If you're above 50, assume your legs don't work the same. Because otherwise, ego gets into it. Oh, I'm different. That's what Mike said. People, if anyone could be different, it'd be Mike, right? Genetically speaking, even physiologically. He looked great in there. He looked great in there, looking at him. Like a specimen, he looked like. We did videos on it. But as much of a specimen as he looked, if Mike can't do it at 58, you can forget about all the other 50-year-olds. I hate to break it to you, man. You man think, oh, someone said in the comments, oh, YB, you'll be 50 soon. Yeah, I will be. And I'll admit I'm shocked. It's nothing about trying to prove a point to the young kids. You don't work like that. Otherwise, there'd be a whole bunch of 55-year-old world champions because age is just a number. And I'm obviously naive and young enough that I didn't know that. I thought that Mike could pull it out if there was going to be someone, but he couldn't. So now, from now on, 50 plus, you're finished. Bottom line, that should be well understood anyway, but I didn't understand it, obviously. And I didn't understand it because Mike and his team cucked me. Yeah? Mike and his team cucked me is why I didn't understand. Anyway, it's an experience that no man has the right to ask for. Thank you. Anyway, people, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, like off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.